All right, greetings. So, turn up the video speed. As to the reason why I don't really comment on videos or respond to comments in my video, it's because the system is so wonky. Is it going to actually post my comment, even if it's something normal? It's going to post it, or is it going to poof gone, or is it going to have radioactive effects for the rest of my videos? Where I post something and then I get basically no views on what would be a good video. So where am I going with this? This is Freedom Phil. Like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Always turn up the video speed. Why do I say that? Because you watch videos faster. Why wouldn't you? Let's get into it. I've seen this happen over the last number of years. I remember when it originally started, mid Obama, Facebook, a lot of other platforms. It went from being a fun free speech kind of deal going on, and there were some trolls. There's always some trolls, and then it became one of those things where can we talk about this? Can we not talk about this? Can we have a legitimate conversation? Eventually, got to the point where it was only a one-sided conversation. You're not telling us what word we said that was bad. You're just making it to where we can't have a conversation, or people muting people and all that crap. And I think muting's kind of lame. I mean, I get it. I get it to a certain degree, but I'm more about the whole concept of private groups. Like you have to get the invite to be in the group. Like maybe have a trial period where we'll see if we like it, and if we do, maybe you get the invite to the group. But if we don't, yeah, you can watch, but you're not in because you got to earn that. Um, the other thing is like the whole concept. Can we just have a legitimate block button? Like, let's just say you don't want to see somebody's stuff. The whole reporting thing to me seems really lame. Like, if you don't like what someone's saying, you push and you never get to see them again. Wouldn't that be great? And we just go on with our day. Instead, you make it this blanket thing, which just screws with people and screws with everybody. So if somebody's offended on behalf of somebody else, on behalf of somebody else. Translation, they're just perpetually offended and trolling people. Report. I got 9,000 channels to report. Or let's go into this next one. How much of YouTube these days, like when I do a live stream, I've got maybe 5% of the people that actually are subscribed to me are actually people. The people that regularly show up, most of them are like, you get people from other countries that barely speak the language. People that are like, what type of phone do you have? They're trying to figure out what phone you have so they can try to scam you. Um, or like robotic conversations. Hi. I said hi. I said hi. I said hi. It's pretty lame, people. You could be like, hey, what's up? Or you could have a conversation. You could start off with a conversation about what we're talking about. If I was big enough, I would literally yeet every single robotic conversation I could. And most of those people or those robots would just make another robotic channel and be back within minutes. Um, I think it's funny because I've often wondered how many of them are like, you got your scammers, you got your fake bots, your chat bots, and then you got your government glowies. You know, it's pretty lame. It's just lame. I'm just being honest. And then there's a small amount of people that actually have legitimate conversation. That's cool. I like that. But then it comes back to, say I make a long form video like this. This is only 3 minutes thus far. These type of videos do not get the views. And sometimes I just make these videos as, the people that are like, okay, the Jesus spammers are a good example. I don't believe in your God. I don't. It'd be nice if that was real, but I don't believe it's real. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. And I'm not going to assume a bunch of crap and lie to people about it. And these people come in there and like they start blah, 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 blah. And they have even like a whole checklist of pre-loaded things. Well, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? It's like, come on, dude. I know you're just like copy and pasting this to like boom, 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 boom. And you just go from channel to channel talking shit to people. Or you say, believe in God. Are you a sinner? This is, and a lot of people have said it's either robots or friggin' idiots and a handful of actual people. But let's just say it's in my video. The comments are in my video. If I respond to those comments, then the next video or the next short or whatever I do, no matter how good it is, gets almost no views. So I've taken to the thing where most of the time, 99% of the time, I will not comment on a video. Even if I think I have I'm like having a conversation, maybe I'm the first person to comment. But it just negatively affects me. It has a radioactive effect on my day-to-day content producing. So I'm just like, no, fuck it. Why would I do that? Like, whoa. And I have this one guy. Come on, please. Can you be more of a pathetic troll? Has a picture of Vegeta with the blue hair. Coward. I just removed your comment. That's the other thing I'll do. If you're just being a douche, It takes you a few seconds to do that. It takes me a millisecond to be like, and you look, man, to some degree, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have normal conversations. Now, people say, well, why don't you use X or Rumble or all this? I'm like, look, man, if my channel got big enough, I would probably be all over the place. In fact, I'd probably make another channel and just do it all differently, you know. But no, I'm not, like, for instance, I could be walking my dog. I could be playing video games. I could be enjoying listening to music or, doing something productive around the house. Or if I'm van lifing it, I could be doing whatever I'm doing there. And here's another thing. Voice to text is horrible. I don't know why my voice to text has a problem with the word and. Did you say add? Add? It like screws up so many damn words that you're just like, man, I don't have time for that. I don't have the time. And you go through, you correct this or that, and you're just like, the level of inner peace I've gotten since I finally took Filthy Frank's advice. For those that haven't seen it, at some point he made a video talk. This is back in 2015, 16, before he left his channel. He was like, never waste your time on comments on the internet. Nobody's convinced. Nobody cares. People just go on there to blow their horn. You're just wasting your time. And sometimes I think, looking back at Filthy Frank, he was telling us exactly what was going to happen with the internet, referring to the concept of the peace lords. For instance, like who has the peace? Your money. Going to make that bag. That's your lord right there. And I'm not even getting money off this crap. But I'm not going to waste my time being mildly aggravated, not only at my phone for getting the words wrong, that if I, here's something kind of funny about voice to text. I've noticed if I turn off the internet, like I turn off the data, and I just use the voice to text, it gets the words right more consistently. So that gets you thinking, hey, Google, is your technology purposely screwing this up because at some point I pissed you off or offended you? Maybe not. I don't know. But there comes the point where I look at it and go, if your comment is really good, I might bring it up in a live chat. If your comment is just angry, like, let me explain. You guys know that the episode of Rick and Morty with the enlightened dinosaurs? And then there's like these super enlightened dinosaurs, and then there's those angry meteor things. And they just like, by the way, that's me just removing your comment. But there's a lot of the trolls and a lot of the people out there, or the offendo bots, like, that's all it is. And by the way, for people to think you're like, I'm going to say something. No, you're not. You're not going to get to me, dude. I've lived one hell of a life. There's not much you could do. And if you see, to me, people are like, well, why'd you time me out if you're not getting, because you're just wasting my time and everybody else's time. And it's not that I'm offended. It's that I don't feel like, wasting my time on it. This is your anger. You got to understand. Some of you guys got to understand that. I mean, I'm fine. You're the one who's tripping. And that's where it comes down to, where I look at the situation and I'm like, some people are cool. And if they have a good point, I might even make a video about it or do a live stream, bring it up. But I'm not going to respond on a comment section on a system that basically punishes me in a radioactive manner for trying to have a legitimate conversation. Either my comments never post, I come back later on my own comment and see that my comment hasn't posted, or some such nonsense. I'm just like, no, I don't have the patience for it. I don't care enough. And you know what's funny about it? If I make a long form video, I get almost no views, unless it's weird and obscure. If it's something that could actually improve your life, you can bet it'll get almost no views. If I show you how to do something that'll actually improve your life, like minimalism, drive truck, or get a trade, how to find cheap housing, no views. Because the solution apparently is offensive. Simple solutions. But if I take a picture of my dog doing something stupid and cute and say something funny on a 5 second short, I get like anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 views. And mind you, I'm a small channel. I'm not huge. Huge people. So yeah, at a certain point, just for easing my day, making my day just that much easier, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this. So it's not you if you're one of the good people. It's just the system's broken and I'm just not going to play it. I'm going to have fun with it, but it's like the people that go to the casino and ruin their lives. It's one thing to go and play in the casino and have a little fun. Maybe you win, maybe you lose. But it's another thing to let it consume you. And I'm not that guy. In the same way, those people who, they heard this line earlier, well, once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. I don't fucking believe that for a second. By the way, I used to drink a little bit more, but I never viewed myself as an alcoholic. I've always viewed myself as a guy that had nothing better to do at the time. The moment I had something better to do, I was doing it. So the moral of the story is, for my own laid back inner peace, yeah, that's why I don't comment. So if any of you have anything interesting, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And if you made it through this whole damn video with regular speed, I don't know how you did it, dude. I would have watched this at least at 1.75. So you take it easy.